the United States, the country we live in, incarcerates more people than any other country in the world. And we have got these 5 men in prison in the United States, unjustly trialed and unjustly imprisoned. And I want everybody to kind of think about that. You were in the former Venice jail next door. If you had an opportunity to go into the little cell, just feel what it's like to be there. And I hope you're moved tonight, and that if you have questions, we'll have after party outside, or be sure to check with people at the literature table so that you can learn how you can help free the Cuban Five. September '98, 5 Cuban men were arrested in Miami by FBI agents and kept in solitary cells, isolation for 17 months before their case was even brought before a court. Their mission in the United States was monitoring activities and organizations responsible of terrorist activities against Cuba. Gerardo Hernandez, Ramon Labino, Fernando Gonzalez, Antonio Guerrero, whose artwork you've seen, and you'll hear some poetry from Mr. Asner tonight, and Rene Gonzalez were accused of vague crimes of conspiracy to commit espionage. The United States never accused them of actual espionage, nor did it affirm that real acts of espionage had been carried out, as no classified documents have been confiscated from them. In spite of the vicious objections raised by the Five's defense, the case was tried in Miami, Florida, a community with a long history of hostility toward the Cuban government. And that prevented the trial, a real fair trial. And, you know, we have this anti-terrorist campaign going around the world, and worried about Al-Qaeda. The United States government has been committing terrorism against Cuba for 50 years or more. And when I was in Havana, I went to the Museum de Revolution, and I was very emotional because there were lots of things I didn't know about that my government and my history books didn't tell me about in all the years that we've been committing terrorism against Cuba. So the Cuban Five shows the troubling and dangerous double standard of the U.S. government's persecution of terrorism. While the Cuban Five are unjustly imprisoned for continuously protecting the life of Cuban citizens from terrorist acts plotted in the U.S. Known terrorists who you saw, Luis Posada Carillas and Armando Bosch, who masterminded the bombing of an airplane, mercilessly killing 73 innocent people. And these people are today walking free in the streets of Miami. President Obama should assume leadership and miscarriage of justice by setting an unserving ethical standard to combat terrorism and issue an executive clemency for the Cuban Five. Dan Glover.